Ridley, you're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Dak Prescott's Cowboys going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 52 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Tough to bring Bryant down. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's a handoff to begin the drive to Morris. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. Looking to throw. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Still fighting for more. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards.
For Cowboys fans, I think that's a sight for their sore eyes because in 2016, they didn't see as much of this as they expected from Dez Bryant. Had some injuries and, of course, the emergence of Ezekiel Elliott.
Right, so under 800 yards last year. Bryant expects to be over 1,000 every season.
Every season, and expects every ball to be thrown to him.
Prescott now, going for it all. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the carry, here's Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They run again with Morris. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. On the ground, this is Smith. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo sack. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
To throw is Prescott. Steps away to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Prescott to throw it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 49 yards. Prescott on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To the air again, Prescott. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Final play of the half. Prescott gets this one to Morris. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. but overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, that gives us a chance to take a step back and look at last week in the NFL. We had 2 teams clinch playoff spots officially, Charles. The Eagles and the Steelers are in.
How about that? We always talk about December being playoff time, right? The drive, and the Eagles and the Steelers both know that they're in the tournament, as the players like to call it. The Eagles as NFC East champions, although they did lose their quarterback, Carson Wentz, in the big win over the Rams.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle to Smith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Prescott from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, They don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Prescott going deep here for Bryant. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Throwing. Prescott. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They run with Morris. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make it?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Anthony Hitchens with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Bailey missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna, and that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Back to throw here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. They'll start it on the ground with Morris. And he's got room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Time for a break. Come back and see how it all shakes out after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Morris. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Toss it to Morris. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Throwing here, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.